All right, what's going on, everyone? This is From Nothing to Something Else from your boy Josh, and today I have my sister Nia. But Nia, also owner operator of Crown Love Culture. Why don't you tell the people what exactly you do?
Okay, yeah. So, Crown Love Culture started off as Braids by Nia. I was a natural hairstylist. I was braiding and playing in people's heads for as long as I can remember. And I also have an entrepreneurial drive.
Background,
Yeah.
too.
Yes,
It was
yes.
at all the farmers markets.
I like it. So,
Okay.
and I like being creative and trying new things and meeting new people and connecting and doing things around the community and traveling and styling and, looking good on the inside, feeling good, all those things that come with love and
Yeah.
culture. Mhm.
And so that's where you come with the Crown Love. And like you said, you adopt that from our mother as well, caring for people, listening to people, and trying to help people with their problems. And I know you told me that when people sit in that chair in front of you, I mean, it's like a barbershop. People talk, people confide in you. How do you like that aspect of it? Is that a big aspect to it? Do you always try to engage with your customers?
Yeah, so every customer is different. There are some people that the experience is more therapeutic, and when they sit down, they have some things that they want to share. At first, I wasn't really aware that this was a part of the dynamic of getting your hair done, and was like, "Ooh, that felt like a big responsibility," and so I don't know, I dealt with like ways of trying to understand how I'm supposed to approach that. I'm still navigating it for the most part, but one of the biggest things that I like to do is just give general advice and listen, relatable, just keep it casual. My goal is really not to guide someone in one direction or the other. I mean, yes, come up, opinions are strong, like barbershop and topics, and it flows. Sometimes it's funny. Most of the time, listen to music and just talk about food and decorations and what it's like to live here. There's so many topics that we all have in common. Like you were saying, parenthood, that type of thing. So yeah.
So I want to get personal with you and talk to you about your alopecia. And for those who don't know about it, can you just explain what that is?
Yeah. So alopecia is a fancy word for hair loss. Doctor word. Alopecia areata is unexplained hair loss. So when I found out about it the first time, I was about 13 or 14 years old, and I just noticed some thinning in my hair. And then it just started coming out more and more. And then we went to the doctor and they did different tests, and basically they couldn't explain it, but in some way from what I understand, the body thinks something's wrong with something, so it gets rid of the hair. And at times it would fall out and come back, and then when it would come back, it'd be like a really soft baby hair, like a different type of texture than the hair I already had. And there wouldn't really be much that I could think of that I had done. One of the things was Auntie Fruity actually told me that, because I used to wear bandanas or move my, and she told me to sit in the sun. So I would just sit outside in the sun sometimes and like try to stimulate my scalp and hope that, my hair would come back. So it happened off and on for years. And then just recently when COVID hit, it was a lot of shedding. And then I was just like, well, I don't really feel like watching my hair fall out every day, and I'm grown and I got things still, so I shaved it.
Shaved it all off. And like I said, I did it even like you said, 14 years old. I just knew you guys always in the style. Aaliyah had the swoop, the bandana was in. That was part of the culture at the moment in time. So you adapted over times and rock with what you had. But how did that affect your self confidence and just your growth as an individual and as a woman growing up?
I didn't really like it in junior high.
Yeah.
Definitely was a confusing time and frustrating. And I was young, so I really couldn't make sense of it. I just had to rock with it. Like you said, I had to find styles and keep pushing. So I feel like a big thing for me was to be even more like if I already had something that was different, so I was just like, fine, I'm different, you know?
I'm gonna be all the way different.
I'm
different. I'm different. So, okay.
And so I was already, we grew up in a predominantly white town, you know what I mean? I was already standing out. So
yeah.
Like, all right. Then people be asking me like, do I have cancer and this and that? So I always have to like be prepared to like I didn't have to answer the question, but I felt like I needed to, or I would answer questions sometimes about it in a way. And I still do now even have to answer questions about it because not everybody gets it, but it's easier now than it was then.
You've also been really into self-care, self-love, and just being more in tune with yourself. Why is that? And what are things that you do to get closer to you?
Well, I've always been introverted to a degree. So spending time alone, journaling, writing, that type of thing, just relaxing, meditating, and not all at the same time or every day or anything like that. It's just based off of like, what do I feel like I need or want to do that would feel good, And I feel like self-care doesn't have to be going out and purchasing or experiencing. Sometimes it's just the simple things that you can access at home, or taking a shower, or listening to music, organizing something, decorating. You got to find for me, I find I like, and I do it.
Nice. Like I should say, it's the simple things in life we forget. Anyway, I think that's very true, and that's a good point that you said. Anything that calms you down, it can be different every day. It could be from chilling in your living room to traveling across the country, but it is very necessary to find yourself and take those moments of pause. If there is one thing that you could tell people to help them get through their week, what will be that nugget that they put in their back pocket?
I feel like sometimes it's not even about like how fast you go. It's just the fact that you keep going and keep doing what you decided that you were gonna do. Yeah, showing up and being you in any situation that you show up to authentically. And outside of that, it is what it is.
It will all work out, and I think that's 100% true. Because once I started just being me and being unapologetically me, and understand that I have to just carry myself in the way that, I am, with my friends or with my family or how I am by myself, and I stay true to that, then no matter what the outcome is, I'll always be okay with myself because I never folded or gave in. So I think that's a quality message. I think, we keep it short and sweet until next time. And then we'll do this again. Well, I appreciate you stepping in and giving some quality advice to people. Because like I said, I think, just being able to handle life, like I said, you're the epitome of what people should be doing, working on their own time, taking care of the kids, being close to them, but still making sure that they stay straight. And also just being a strong Black woman. So I appreciate your time and having you on here today.
Yeah, too. Thank you.